Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, and play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. I'm on my job, I get it done, but you should know that. Shine like a sun of 101, you should know that. I get the front and in the back, you should know that. No need to stun, it's never cap, you should know that. All I know, 10 toes, never fold, bang roll, on the go, ice wall, ice wall, ice wall. Go home, go home, go hard, go home, go hard, go home, go hard, go home. Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn to my home, can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, go home, go hard, go home. Yeah, these championship rings on my hands now. In my head I'm top 10, yeah, that's hands down. You a squad, now you're looking man down. Funny how foes turn to friends now. Drive a race car like a Atari now. Call filling up, I need product again. Treat the business like a playground, might slide on you. Don't me wrong, might slide on you. Do a backflip, cause I'm mad rich. I'm the definition of what that is. Go hard, go home, go hard, go home, go hard, go home, go hard, go home. Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn to my home, can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, go home, go hard, go home. I'm a warrior, I go back to back, then go back to back. If I top the top, then a double back, and I'm topping that. Yeah, I beat my own records. Yeah, I gotta get money fetish. Same team, I don't set trip. Never dull, this electric. Went and put the Ricks on my toes. Me and bro, that's the give and go. Stay 100, end zone, end zone. Keep them coming, I know. I won't flood my wrist, no, I'm not dumb like that. I just wanna give my mama 100 racks. Go hard, go home, go hard, go home, go hard, go home, go hard, go home. Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn to my home, can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, go home, go hard, go home.
What up, what up, what up, what up? It's time to go hard or go home. Let's go. It's me and Canteen here on the Bottom Line Sports. Episode 130.
Old school. We're going old school, baby.
We're going old school. Jake's running a little late.
Old school, man, bro.
A little bit. Original OGs. We're just missing less.
OGs, man.
Yeah.
Hey. Hello, hey.
Yeah.
Flo, I'm going to tell you something. I had back and looked at episode. I had looked at episodes when it was you and Les. Then me, you and Les, and then me and you and like, man, bro, we've evolved, man. We're growing, man. We're growing, man.
Yeah, almost 1,900.
Thankful, man.
Share this show, like on the Facebook
almost
group.
2,000.
Almost 1,900. Well, we gotta get to 19 first. We gotta get to 19 first.
Let me say this. Hey, y'all go see us on all of our platforms: Facebook, X, Twitter,
Bottom Line,
everything.
YouTube.
The Bottom Line Sports Show, man. Y'all lock in, y'all tune in to all of our episodes, everything that we got, man. We out here, we here, we there, we there. Let's go.
The audio's on Spotify. Let's go.
On Spotify too, man.
Yeah, I started trying to upload it again. So welcome to the show. Let's do Canteen background music. He likes his chill music. I don't know why. It puts me to sleep.
Yeah. We got a debate. We got a debate going on tonight. The debate.
Hey, you can watch, just record it, man. You can watch it later, man. Come on, man.
I'm gonna watch it later, but Flo, you know how I feel about the state of our nation for the next 4 years.
The state of our nation.
It's good, man. I'll go back and watch it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going on now. I'm recording it. Anyway, so welcome to the show. Appreciate you guys, everybody on the show. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. We're gonna be missing the sports professor today because he's got previous engagements and he's just a busy person apparently. But yeah, we're gonna miss the professor, but we can still hit a little baseball, and Canteen can hit all the stats. We can go that way. Hit the little baseball here and there.
You want to go hit baseball first?
Yeah, we can hit the baseball and just go in and hit that like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. We appreciate you doing the show, whether you're watching live or on the repeat. We appreciate you guys. All right, let's go. A little MLB. What you got, Cam?
All right, guys. So when we look at the MLB right now, man, for as far as the American League East, right now the Yankees are 83-61. The Orioles are 82-63. They're up 1.5 games behind. So the Orioles are playing really, really close baseball behind the Yankees. The Red Sox are at 73-71. They're at 10 games behind. The Rays are at 71-73. They're at 12 games behind. And then when you look at the Blue Jays, 68-77. They're at 15.5 games behind. So right now, when you look at the American League East, in my opinion, right now, the Yankees and the Orioles are playing neck and neck, playing close for the American League East for that division. The Guardians right now are 82-62. The Royals at 79-66. They're only 3.5 games behind. But the Twins and Tigers, Twins are 76-68. The Tigers are 73-71. The Tigers are 9.5 games behind. And Clipper D. We're going to talk about Clipper D tonight. Clipper D and his White Sox are 31-112. They're currently at 50 games behind. So, I mean, I know Omar got the records and all that stuff, but
120. I think it's 120 games
for the Chicago White Sox.
100. Wait, at least they should get something out of the season. For that. Get the most losing record. Yeah, they should get something out of the season. Hopefully, I don't know. Clubber D, I'm sorry, man.
For the American League, West, the Astros are 77-66. Mm-hmm. The Mariners are 73-71. At 4.5 games behind, and then the Rangers are 7.5 games behind at 70-74.
Man, can my Rangers come in there, man?
The Angels are at 15.5. The Rangers got a shot flow, but when you look at the Oakland A's, they're at 62-82. They're at 15.5 games behind.
Yeah.
And then when you look at the Angels, they're at 60-84. They're at 17-18 games behind. National League, man. The National League hasn't really changed much, especially for the National League East. The Phillies are at 86-58. They're playing about 600%. The Mets are at 79-65. They're 7 games behind. The Braves are closely right behind them at 78-66 at 8 games. There's no hope for the Nationals at 21.5 games behind, and there's no hope for the Mariners at 32.5 games behind.
The Braves might miss the playoffs. Your Braves might miss the playoffs. They might miss the playoffs, man.
They got to tighten up.
When's the last time they missed the playoffs? It's been a while, man. I don't remember the last time the Braves.
I don't have that in front of me, but I know it's been.
Yeah, you can Google it.
But when we look at the Brewers, they're at 82, 61. They're 573 games behind. The Cubs are 8.5 games behind, but everybody else in that National League Central is the Cardinals 10 games, Reds 13 games, and then the Pirates at 14.5. National League West, the Dodgers are at 86-58. Padres are 5.5 games behind them at 81-64. The Diamondbacks are right behind the Padres at 80-64. The Giants are at 15 games behind, and the Rockies are at 32 games behind. So, like, man, as we move forward, Flo, we're getting into the meat and potatoes of the baseball season, man. No major baseball news for me, but as I've said earlier. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, I mean, Shohei Ohtani's getting close to that 50
as we get into the meat and potatoes of the baseball.
You think he's going to get it?
As we look at the baseball season, man, I think I foresee a 50-50 for him. I like the Yankees. They look pretty good.
You think he'll get the 50-50?
The Orioles and the Yankees are in close proximity, man. I think the Guardians and the Raiders I think the Guardians and the Royals will have a shootout. I think the Astros may have a field day, but I think that the Mariners can move forward. But I think the Raiders may over-exceed the Mariners at this point. And then when you look at the National League, man, I mean, as Jake forecast early in the year, man, I think that the Phillies will have a great season and finish out really well. Omar's Mets may be that wild card. Omar's Mets may be the wild card. The Brewers look good. The Cubs may make a run, but right now, when I look at the National League West, man, the Dodgers are doing good, and the Padres seem like they may make a run. So, man, there's a lot of good baseball and stuff left, man, but we will see, bro.
We will see. All right, Ken, real good. You like you said, Shohei Ohtani enters Tuesday. 46 homers, 47 steals. He's only 3 away in steals and 4 in homers. I hope he gets it, man. I mean, that would be great because I mean that feels like feels like a record that'll never get broken. You know what I mean?
Right. I think he has a strong possibility of getting it, man. I think there's a lot of base. Like I said, Flo, man, we're like mid-September, bro. And it's crazy to say we're in mid-September, bro. Like what's today's like the 9th or 10th? Bro, like next month from now, we'll be getting close to like the ALC, NLC championship, and then we'll be going to the World Series right before Halloween, man. So as I have said, man, time is rolling and they the best team win, bro.
Wow. Yeah, I feel bad for my Rangers. They may not make the playoffs this year, even though they won last year. We got to enjoy it while we can. It never had one, so my Rangers may not make it, but I'm still rooting. Hopefully they can make that, at least get in, and, you know, and give them a shot. But it's gonna be tough these last couple of weeks.
And as I've said, Flo, like I mean, the Rangers tonight, they got the Diamondbacks tonight. There's a lot of good baseball left, man. So I mean, we got a lot to separate the man from
there's
the
a
boys,
shot.
But it's gonna happen relatively. What's gonna happen, Flo? It's gonna happen relatively faster than normal, man. Because like I said, we're almost in mid-September, and before you know it, bro, we'll be in mid-October, and then World Series will be happening right before Halloween, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Quick, bro.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right. So we're gonna talk a little bit. That's our baseball. Let me know what you think. Who's your favorite team? Who are you rooting for? Let us know in the comments. I appreciate Canteen running down some of the stats. Sports Professor is missing out of action today. Jake is running a little late. He'll be here a little later in about maybe 5-10 minutes. So, but anyway, let us move on to some college football. Some top 25 matchups that we're looking forward to this week. Is there one that sticks out right away? I was going to mention a few of them, but is there one that sticks out right away?
I mean, as far as matchup,
Top 25.
So you said top 25 this matchup this week. I like Alabama and Wisconsin.
Is Wisconsin ranked?
I think Alabama's going to struggle.
Really?
Now Wisconsin not ranked. Wisconsin not ranked.
They got the guy. What's his name? I don't remember the guy's name. The quarterback, the mini Mahomes. They call him Mahomes twin or something, just because he kind of dresses like him.
That's going to be a major move.
Well, they're not playing Nebraska.
I think the biggest game that we're going to look at this week. No. I know. I said Wisconsin playing Alabama this week.
They're not playing Alabama.
Wisconsin, Alabama.
That's not this week.
No,
Alabama.
Wisconsin this week, bro.
Oh, I was thinking Nebraska.
Alabama playing Wisconsin.
Yeah, I was thinking Nebraska.
No. You talking about Dylan Raiola, right? Raiola.
Yeah, Raiola. Yeah, I was thinking about Raiola. Yeah, when you said Wisconsin in my head, I was thinking Nebraska. Yeah. So you think they're going to struggle with Wisconsin?
I think Alabama will struggle a little bit. They're on the road, man.
Who y'all playing?
Alabama's on the road, man. And then let me pull some stats, man. When we look at
we ain't gotta look at stats, but
Miro, I mean, if you want to look at stats, or you don't want to look at stats.
No. You can hit it, but I'm just saying you're picking a game. You're looking at the Alabama game, Wisconsin.
Yeah, so I'm looking at the Alabama Wisconsin game.
Okay.
When we look at season leaders, man, Miro's been 23 for 35, 395 yards, 5 touchdowns. Miller, one of the running backs, 20 carries, 194 yards, 2 touchdowns. And Williams is the wide receiver, 6 receptions, 207 yards, 3 touchdowns. Van Dyke is the quarterback for Wisconsin. 38 out of 63, 406 yards, 1 touchdown. Malusi, 35 carries, 134 yards, 3 touchdowns. And William Paulding is 10 receptions, 108 yards.
Yeah,
I think this is really going to test Alabama this week.
Favorites. So you think they're gonna play them tight this week?
Alabama. I think they're gonna play them tight, man. But the game that I really want to caveat on this week, man, if you look at last week, man, South Carolina went to Lexington, Kentucky, and upset the Kentucky Wildcats. College game day is gonna be where? In Columbia, South Carolina this week. College game day is coming to Columbia, South Carolina, where it's gonna be. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You have a 16 ranked LSU 1-1 team against the 2-0 LSU team. South Carolina 16-1. South Carolina's 2-0. 16-1 LSU 1-1 team. I like South Carolina, man.
Really?
I like the game, bro.
LSU's good though. I think they just had a little slip up there. I think they had a little slip up. I mean, that game was close with USC. It was tight throughout. I think they'll be all right. I think LSU should be good.
I like LSU for that one.
In the Big 12, there's Arizona, Kansas State. They're both 2-0. Kansas State's ranked 14th. Arizona's twin. Now they're both in the Big 12. I'm not sure if this one counts as a conference game. I know some of these were scheduled. They don't count as conference games anymore.
Can't stay favored at 7.5, right? Can't stay favored at 7.5, right?
I got 7 on here. I'm looking at Kansas State favored by 7.
7 on spread.
Yeah. They call that their quarterback. What they call him? What's that guy from? Remember the Titans? Sunshine. Avery Johnson.
Sunshine, that's gonna be a tight. Now.
Kansas State got a good spot.
I'll probably go Arizona for that game, man. That's a Friday night. Yeah. But I think for us, the Saturday games, man. I think the LSU South Carolina game is gonna be big. I think the Georgia Kentucky game, man. Georgia, the spread is at 24. Georgia will cover that and some on Kentucky, man. But I don't really see any big college games that are going to be forecasted for this week, man. Not for me.
Arizona, Kansas State should be good, though.
Man. But like I said, I think
Missouri's playing Missouri.
South Carolina gonna blow that.
Missouri's playing a real frisky Boston College. They're a little frisky. They beat up a little bit on Florida State.
Remember? I'm tell you about Boston College, though, bro.
I'm just saying, you don't think they can upset Missouri?
So,
yeah, that should be a good game.
Man, Missouri got to set the spread at 17, though, bro.
Yeah,
spread 17.
Yeah, I think Boston College.
That's gonna be interesting.
They'll cover. I think they're gonna cover. They're gonna make that closer too. I think that game will be closer.
Flo.
And you know who I was impressed with?
What if South Carolina?
Who could
go ahead?
Who could move into the top 4 at some point? Utah Utes. I think they can look Utah Utes, man.
Who?
Utah Utes.
Oh man, they'll
got Cameron Rising.
They'll beat Utah State. They'll spread at 20. Spread at 20, bro. Spread at 20.
I know, but I'm saying. I know what the spread is at, man. I'm saying I like them to move into the top 4.
You like them?
Top 5
now
at some point. I like their quarterback.
Let me ask you this question here, man.
They got a solid defense.
Go ahead.
I'm just saying they got a solid defense. Right. Their quarterback,
the game,
Cameron Rising, is pretty good. He's solid. He can move around a little bit.
Now, was it Northern Illinois? Whoever that lost to Notre Dame.
It was Northern Illinois beat Notre Dame, right?
They beat Notre Dame.
Right. They got a few top 25 votes.
I think Notre Dame. Notre Dame's at number 18. I think Notre Dame will redeem themselves. They'll beat Purdue. They'll beat Purdue, man.
Okay.
They'll beat Purdue. They'll beat Purdue.
They need to.
Here's the question, man. Here.
Go ahead.
Here's the major question I want to ask you, man.
All right.
If South Carolina the Gamecocks, Shane Beamer, you know Shane Beamer, right? Shane Beamer, you know his dad used to coach at Virginia Tech, right? Beamer.
Oh,
if they beat LSU,
mm-hmm.
and if they beat not Les Miles, I forgot what's the dude's name? Came from Notre Dame.
Yeah, I know you got it. I know Omar doesn't like him.
I gotta pull him up, man. Because if I don't, I won't feel.
I know
right,
you're talking about
LSU coach Brian Kelly.
Brian
if
Kelly,
they beat Brian Kelly this week, what does it say about Brian? He on the hot seat.
Yeah, he might be. I mean, because LSU don't mess around. I mean, you saw how they. Who was it? Orgeron. He won a national championship, and they got rid of him quick. They didn't. They said, "Oh, no more championships."
Yeah, they got rid of Grassy. They got rid of.
That's what I'm saying. LSU don't have a lot of patience.
They got rid of Grassy too quick. Man.
What?
So LSU beat Nicholls State. LSU lost to they lost to USC. Now they got South Carolina. Then they got UCLA. Then South Alabama.
Yeah, Brian Kelly might be on the hot seat. I mean, to be fair, even if they lose 2 games, they could still make the playoffs. They're gonna, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you're gonna get about
and that's what I was trying to say. And that's what I was telling people earlier. I was like, LSU's already lost. I'm not LSU, but Notre Dame's lost one. They can lose another one. Because when you look at Notre Dame, they're in a whole conference by themselves. They're not SEC. They're not ACC. They're not.
Well,
they're not
at the same time, at the same time, that they don't have like a conference championship either. So that they whatever they do in the regular season, that's it. So they can't afford to lose too many games.
That's it. So they got to make the best better. That's the key, Flo.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree with that. But yeah, I think LSU. I mean, if they don't lose more than 2, they'll still make the playoffs. I think if they went out. I mean, but it all depends who they lose to, right? They can't lose to South Carolina unless South Carolina ends up being a pretty good team at the end of the year. I don't know. We'll see.
But I'm telling you, I'm telling you, man, the way South Carolina dismantled Kentucky on the road, and College game, they had to regroup and rethink where they're going to go. So they're going to Columbia for a noonday kickoff with LSU coming into town with Brian Kelly, man.
Right.
And I think it's going to be tight across the board. That's just my opinion, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. All right. Let us know what you think. Any big games you guys are looking for on the Texas Tech? My hometown team, Texas Tech Red Raiders. You see, right here. They're playing North.
Y'all got this week, though.
They're playing North Texas. They're pretty good. Solid team. We should beat them, though, but hopefully we don't struggle. We lost last week to Washington State. A little disappointed last week. We should have beat them. Washington State, both Mike Leach, our old coached for both of those teams. He coached for Texas Tech for a long time, and then he went and coached up there at Washington State for about 7-8 years. So a lot of ties there to Mike, the great late Mike Leach. Rest in peace.
Mike Leach was the monster. Mike Leach was that guy in Mississippi State, bro.
Leach. Yeah. No, he was in Mississippi State. Yeah, but what I'm saying, I mean, and he's got his fingerprints on a lot of current coaches. I mean, Lincoln Riley was there with Mike Leach's staff. Cliff Kingsbury was there. You got a lot of guys who kind of have ties to Mike Leach. The head coach over there at West Virginia was under Mike Leach for a little bit. He's got a lot of ties in the NFL and the college football. So Mike Leach, shout out to him.
So you're saying he's built a good brain?
Yeah, he was very innovative. He was innovative. He had his own style. He was really quirky. Interviews, he talked about crazy stuff. He was really funny. I mean, if you ever go back, look at funny Mike Leach videos, it's pretty cool. He's got some weird stuff that he talks about. But anyway, so yeah, let us know what you think. Any thoughts about any college games coming up? We appreciate you. All right, let's talk about. I hate to bring this stuff down, but let's talk about this Tyreek and the police incident. You got something you want to start out with? I got my thoughts on that. I mean, I've seen some of the video. I've seen the one the longer one, 3.5 minutes. It's crazy.
Do you have any video footage you want to post for everybody else, or you just want to shoot from your brand?
I mean, we can post some. Let's see. I don't know if they'll do it. Let's see if I can bring some up.
Let me see if you can post video footage, man, and we can collab on the video footage you got.
Let me see if I can bring it up.
Yeah.
But I think I got one here somewhere. Let's see right here.
Okay.
Let me see here. You know what? I think I posted one on my Facebook. Let's see if I got it. Let's see here. I should have shared this to our sports page. I don't think I shared this. Let me share this real quick. Our bottom line sports page. Come on, share. All right. So let's see. I'm gonna bring this up. Coming up now. Let me go ahead and put it on the screen, and then we can look at it. Hopefully you can hear it. Sometimes I don't know if you can hear this stuff.
Okay, bro.
All right, let's see. Can you hear it? Hold on. I'll turn the music down in a minute.
Wait for it to come up.
Is it on the screen yet?
It's on the screen, bro. Yeah, you good.
Oh, okay. All right, here we go. Let's see if it comes on here.
9 a.m. when Miami.
Can you hear it? It's
still loading up, man. Yeah, buffering.
Man.
Dade motorcycle officer sees a black McLaren westbound on Northwest 199 Street speeding toward him. Behind the wheel, they soon learn.
Okay.
Tyreek.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
It's still buffering.
It's just buffering. I don't know why. Come on.
One officer moves in behind the sports car and said,
I don't know why it's doing that.
Later, a colleague's camera captures them coming toward him. His radar registering more than 60 miles an hour.
It's buffering too much, man. It's kind of annoying. Here, let me see if I can start it over. Maybe we'll catch a good stream here.
It's 10:17 a.m. when a Miami-Dade motorcycle officer sees a black McLaren westbound on Northwest 199 Street speeding toward him. Behind the wheel, they would soon learn, Tyreek Hill. One officer moves in behind the sports car, and seconds later, a colleague's
He still hear
camera captures them coming toward him. His radar.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I hear it.
Okay.
Registering more than 60 miles an hour in a 40.
Was there speeding?
30 seconds after being spotted, Hill pulls over and remarks about the officer tapping his car window.
Hey, don't knock on my window like that, man. Why don't you have your seatbelt on? Don't knock on my window. Why don't you have your seatbelt on? Knock on my window like that, though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And this is, mind you, this is probably about 2 minutes or
The
so.
back
2.5
and forth
minutes.
about the window lasts another 10 seconds.
Oh my gosh.
Get my ticket, bro, so I can go. I'm finna be late, gang. Do what you gotta do. Keep it down. Hey, keep your window down.
About 10 seconds after that, the officer has had enough.
Window down, I'm gonna get you out of the car.
That's what they meant.
As a matter of fact, get out of the car. Give me your ass, bro. Get out of the car.
Crazy, man.
Give me your ass, break that freaking window. Get out of the car. Get out of the
don't know. I don't know if it's gonna keep loading like that flow or whatever, but
yeah,
we
it
good
seems
either
like
way.
it's going to keep doing that.
We're not playing this game.
At 10:19,
I mean,
less than a minute
you
into
can
the
cut it,
stop,
but we
an
cut it. We
officer
can talk about it,
forcibly
man.
removes Hill from the car.
I saw the same video earlier, previously.
Okay. But most of y'all seen it anyway.
All right, man.
All right.
So from my perspective, it's right here, man. I mean, he was speeding, reckless driving, whatever. He pulled over, he rolled his window down, he asked for the ticket, X, Y, and Z, and he had to get to a football game or whatever. But at the end of the day, man, I think, man, you have to be able to comply to what law enforcement officers ask you to do, right? Complying is the right thing to do. Now, the thing that I didn't agree with, they slammed him on the ground and doing all that stuff like that. I mean, the guy was late to the game. He said, write him a ticket. He didn't have any weapons or anything that endangered.
Well, they don't know that
in his perimeter. But then, who don't know that?
I mean, they don't know that he hasn't. He might have something in there. Who knows? I mean, we don't know that. I'm not saying it wasn't reported. I'm not saying they did have it. But I mean, they don't. Right.
He wasn't hostile, but then he had other football players that pulled over. They put other football players in handcuffs.
Yeah.
Because they saw their fellow football player in handcuffs, man. So.
Right.
I mean, at the end of the day, man, my opinion is you comply to what police officers want you to do and then just roll with what they want you to do, man. I mean, if you were late, I mean, you got a 1 o'clock game. You should have been more proactive and been there early anyway.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I mean, you got pulled over because you was speeding.
Late is an option for me.
You was running late, reckless driving. And then he rolls his window up and they're like, he just, I don't know. I just feel like just roll the window down, let him do his thing. I mean, he just acted a little bit.
A lot of what Tyreek did, he was going against the grain flow. Right.
I mean, he just acted like he was a little too like, hey, you don't just give me my ticket, let me go. I'm Tyreek Hill. That's why I felt like he was acting like, hey, I'm Tyreek Hill, just give me my stuff, I'll pay for your ticket and get out, hurry up. I'm already late. That's why I was speeding to begin with. And the thing I didn't like, I don't know if you've seen the video, but later on they have the interaction. I can't remember. I don't know who that football player was that pulled over. They told him, hey, just keep going because he was parked. He pulled over, but it was a no parking thing. And the guy, I guess it was Calais Campbell, but he was on the phone and he's talking to somebody. And he's saying, hey, they're beating Tyreek over here. And that's a lie. He's lying. He was on the phone saying, hey, they're beating Tyreek over here. They're beating down Tyreek over here. I'm like, what are you talking about? You don't even know what's going on. Why are you making this worse? And the whole news, and you look at the sports media, they reported that he pulled over to try and calm the situation, but he was making it worse by telling somebody on the phone that they were beating Tyreek. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then Tyreek comes off and he says, I respect the police, but he didn't respect them at all. He was being kind of, nonchalant with them. I don't hurry up, give my ticket, let me go. You know what I'm saying? And so he wasn't really respecting them because I kept telling him, roll your window down. And to be fair, I mean, most of the stuff we've seen is 3.5 minutes, but the whole incident, there's 105 minutes of footage. So there's a lot of stuff that we haven't seen. So
that we haven't seen.
I don't know.
We haven't even identified.
Right. So I know there was probably both sides. There's a little bit of error on both sides, but man, I don't know. I just feel like he just should have just rolled his window down, just sat there, got his ticket, and he would have been on his way. That's what I feel. I don't feel like this was some kind of racially motivated thing. Some of the news, some of the sports guys have talked about it being racial thing. I don't think it was racial. You can't even see the guy. When they first pulled him over, he was in a black tinted window car.
Yeah.
And then all they did was tell him to roll his window down. I mean, it wasn't like there was, being mean to him. They just, hey, just keep your window down. And he was just, I don't know. It just feels like he felt a little bit entitled. And if he just would have just a couple little things they asked him to do, he would have been on his way. That's just me. Anyway, let us know what you think. Let us know what you think on this Tyreek Hill. He went out and had a good game. And he was complaining, and you hear him, he complained, hey, be careful. He goes, I had surgery on my knee, and he went out and got 120 something yards in a football game. I don't know what was wrong with his knee. I don't know why he was complaining about surgery. He said he just had surgery on his knee. I don't know if that was he was just lying, or I don't know, some mistake, because no one reported any surgeries, to the NFL that he had any surgeries. So I don't know if he was just playing that off as a, trying to get, what do you think about that? He said he had a surgery, and there's no reports of him ever having a surgery on his knee.
I've never seen no reports like that. So, man,
that's what I'm saying.
All I'm saying about this whole entire situation is, Flo, you got to be cognizant and tread light, man. You're a professional. You're a superstar, man. You have to do what's right when no one's watching. And
exactly.
and if we have a report time at a certain time, I know if we play at 1:00 on Sunday, which means I'm gonna get up a little extra early. I'm gonna get to the stadium a little earlier. I'm not gonna try to
push it.
But the system will try to get to the stadium, man. I'm gonna do what's right.
Right. Yeah, it's just an unfortunate incident. I hope the sad part, Canteen, is that officer's probably gonna get fired or something. You know what I mean? And Tyreek's gonna go on about his life and have all his millions of dollars and keep playing his NFL career. And this poor cop probably gonna get let go or get disciplined somehow, maybe just docked some pay or who knows what. I mean, he's the one that's gonna get in trouble. Tyreek's not gonna be in any trouble. You know what I mean?
At all.
That's the sad part. The police officer who probably makes what 60, 70,000 a year is gonna get in trouble, possibly lose his job, and Tyreek, he's gonna move on by his life. Anyway, it's just sad all around. Like I said, I know the police probably should have been a little more calm, but it wasn't like they injured him. They just brought him out of the car because he was being a little mouthy and not listening. So yeah, it's just sad all the way around. All right, so here we go. Let's go talk about little Dallas Cowboys. What about Dak Prescott's contract? $240 million for 4 years. Apparently, the dispute was about number of years, is what I read. But he got $60 million a year. Basically, is the equivalent of the contract. I think he got I don't remember what the bonus was. Do you remember what the bonus was? Signing bonus.
I don't know.
Let me look it up.
I'm about to pull it up now.
If you bring it up before me, go ahead. But anyway,
Prescott got
$80 million signing bonus.
$40 million contract, man.
It says here he received an $80 million signing bonus. $80
million signing bonus.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Woo! That's crazy. But even the day before this came out that they signed him, I believe it was Friday. I put a post out there. Hey, I'm okay with it. Whatever happens, whether they sign him or let him go, it is what it is. I mean, we don't have any other options at quarterback. And I think I thought he would have a better year if he was playing for a contract, so to speak, whether with the Cowboys or with another team. Don't you think? Mm-hmm. It would have been a little motivation for him?
Nah, man. Flo. I think they made the right decision, man.
Okay.
Based off certain stipulations, man.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I think that Jerry Jones was leaning heavily towards Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders ain't gonna be the answer for Dallas, man. He ain't gonna be the answer, man.
He ain't the answer for Colorado.
And
we'll talk about that in a minute. I'm
gonna roll my dice with Dak, man.
Right.
The Cowboys look stupendous on Sunday.
Yeah, and
stupendous.
Here's the thing, I know that Omar and Hot Take Jake kind of dismissed the Browns, but the Browns are a solid team, and things, people that they just say, oh, the Browns stink. The Browns ain't no good. They had the number one defense last year. Here's the thing. Look at this, Canteen. They had the number one defense last year, right? Mm-hmm. No one last year scored 30 or more points on them at home. This is the first time they've been scored 30 points in a full season, right? Plus, Deshaun Jackson, Deshaun Watson. Deshaun, you can give me the stats in a minute, but Deshaun Watson he had just come off surgery in the season. He had a shoulder surgery on his throwing arm. He was missing 2 offensive linemen, and he doesn't have one of the top running backs in the NFL. Nick Chubb is still injured. So there's a lot going against them on offense. You know what I mean? And so I think that this game was pretty close going into halftime, and then the Cowboys got another good drive, went up 14-3, and then they got a turnover, and so they kind of got out of hand, especially going into the second half. But this was a pretty good game, and both defenses were getting pressure on the quarterback. Go ahead.
The numbers for this game, man. Dak Prescott went 19 for 32, 179 yards, 1 touchdown. Elliott, 10 carries, 40 yards, 1 touchdown.
And he looked kind of
Lamb, 5 receptions, 61 yards. But as you said, man, Elliott looked pretty good. Everybody,
he got that touchdown inside the 10 yards.
Good football,
right? And I was telling you guys he was going to help us down there on the goal line. You know what I mean?
Watson went 24 for 45, 169 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions.
You know, and everybody was
the running back from Cleveland went 12 receptions, 12 carries, 44 yards, 1 touchdown, and the Core went 44 receptions, 44 yards. Cleveland didn't look good at all, bro.
But to be fair, there's a lot of quarterbacks that didn't look good this first week. You know what I'm saying? And they were killing Deshaun Watson all this week. I've seen some of the sports shows. They were killing Deshaun Watson. But he was, like I said, he was missing 2 offensive linemen. He's coming off surgery. And he didn't have his top running back. You know what I mean? And then Amari Cooper disappeared like he did with the Cowboys. He would disappear for a game or two, and he couldn't get open or whatever. He only had like 2 catches, I think. Amari Cooper's supposed to be one of their top receivers.
Couldn't even identify him.
Huh?
You couldn't even identify Amari Cooper.
Yeah.
Couldn't even identify Amari Cooper.
Sound the alarm, find out Amari Cooper. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you know, Jerry put some. He said the last time he paid a player, made the player the highest paid player, that they won a Super Bowl. So, I mean, I'm assuming he's expecting Dak to take him to a Super Bowl. I picked him to go to the NFC Championship. I think you did too, right, Canteen? I think you picked him to go to the NFC Championship too. But you picked Atlanta and Dallas. I don't know how that's gonna work. The way Atlanta looked last week, I don't know.
And so Atlanta got the Eagles this week. Atlanta got the Eagles on Monday night, then they got the 49ers on Sunday night. No, they got the Eagles. They got the Eagles on Monday night, then they got the Kansas City on next Sunday night.
Oh, okay. I mean, but for the most part, they got an easy schedule. The 49ers.
No.
I mean the Falcons. They got a pretty easy schedule. I was trying to bring up this picture. Let's see. You picked the Falcons versus Dallas, and Falcons are your number 3 seed, and Cowboys are number 4 seed is what you had. But you have them both going to the NFC Championship. Yeah, I don't know. Let's talk about the games that happened Sunday night. The LA Rams and the Lions. This is a close fought game. Went into overtime. I don't know if you want to hit some of those stats, but Stafford looked really good. He had over 300 yards. And he had a couple of missing linemen. He got banged up a little bit. Yeah, on Sunday Night Football.
Monday night.
No, that was Sunday Night Football. Rams and the Lions.
Sunday. Oh yeah, I got you.
Yeah, that was Sunday night in Detroit.
You stats real quick?
You can hit a couple of them. I mean, I wouldn't go through the whole thing, but just a couple of them.
Man, you look at Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford went 34 for 49, 317 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Jared Goff, 18 for 28, 217 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. The running game, David Montgomery went 17 carries, 91 yards, 1 touchdown. When we look at reception yards, Cooper Kupp on the other side went 14 carries, 14 receptions, 110 yards, 1 touchdown.
Right.
Went overtime. Overtime, man.
And this
For
is
me,
what
I think the Rams shot themselves in the foot.
Right. Yeah, I mean, but they were missing a couple of linemen. Puka Nacua got hurt kind of early in the game. So we're down one receiver. And they still made it close. They made it an overtime game. You still had Cup finally started. Maybe I think he's coming back into form, but that offensive line was not protecting him very well. But he still was able to play pretty well. Goff didn't have a great game. I mean, he had over 200 yards, but he only had one TD and he had one interception. I think with all that talent, he's got a lot of talent around him. You got Gibbs, a running back. You got Montgomery. You got Jamison Williams. Who's that other kid? St. Brown. You got Laporta at
St. Brown. He's
I mean, he's got a lot of weapons, and they were struggling to beat kind of an undermanned Rams team. To be fair, don't you think?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. We'll see. And this is one of my. Well, I mean, this is Jared Goff's second contract, so he did get a big contract, but I guess this doesn't fall under my big contract because usually it's that first big contract that I say that the quarterback always has a down year. Well, look at. I say for whatever reason, right, when they get that big contract, and it's kind of happened, already with Jordan Love. He got injured. I'm not saying it's because he got a contract, but it just always happens when you get that first contract. You either get injured, you don't play as well, your team struggles. You always have a down year for whatever reason. And Jordan Love will be out for about 3 to 6 weeks. That's going to be rough. So let's look at the Monday Night Football, a big matchup supposedly. The Jets and the 49ers. Again, Aaron Rodgers struggled a little bit. You can go through some of the stats. The 49ers were missing McCaffrey, but they still pulled out a pretty convincing win. You want to hit some of that stuff, stats.
So, Flo, when we look at Aaron Rodgers went 13 with 21, 167 yards,
right.
One touchdown, one interception.
Yeah.
Brock Purdy went 19 with 29, 231 yards.
Yeah.
Bryce Hall, 16 carries, 54 yards, one touchdown. Mason went 28 carries, 147 yards, one touchdown. Alan Lazard, 6 receptions, 89 yards, 2 touchdowns. And Jennings from the 49ers went 5 receptions, 64 yards. Man, I think at this point right here, man, Rodgers is lost cause, man.
Already, it's first game.
Aaron Rodgers days of it.
I don't know. I think that's a little too much.
He's toast.
A little too dramatic.
He got 5 games, but I think he's toast right now.
Okay. You think so? I don't know. I think that it's a little too soon to say that. It's a little too soon for me to say that. They have the Titans coming up, then New England, then Denver, and then Minnesota. I mean, those are all winnable games for them, especially Denver, right? I'm just kidding, Jay. But I'm just saying, those are all winnable games. And then they get a tough game in Buffalo, and then they get a Pittsburgh who always plays them tough, and then they'll get New England again. But then they got Houston, Arizona, and then the Colts. So, I mean, most of those games are winnable games. All right. Your toughest game is going to be Buffalo, Pittsburgh, and then Houston. Those are kind of be your toughest games. So I think they still got a chance. We'll see what happens. I mean, of course, Rodgers did look rusty. He hadn't played in over a year. I mean, Purdy looked pretty good, even though they didn't have McCaffrey. What did you think about the Niners and how they looked? Your thoughts?
They look phenomenal, man.
Okay.
They look phenomenal to me, Flo. They look excellent.
So who coming out of week one? Who is your top teams in the NFC and AFC coming out of week one? Your top 2 teams, 2 or 3, as you look at the NFC and the AFC.
49ers.
Okay.
49ers, Dallas.
Okay.
AFC, I'm gonna go with man.
Who would you put as that third team up there in the NFC? Yeah. Would it be Philadelphia? They didn't play too good. I would say it's the Saints. They look great.
Green Bay.
47 points.
Green Bay.
I mean, I would say it was Green Bay if Jordan Love was healthy. But with Jordan Love being out, don't look good. I say it was either you got to go with Detroit or New Orleans. Tampa looked pretty good.
New Orleans. I get New Orleans, bro.
Yeah, New Orleans looks good. I mean, that could all change. It's like I said, it's week one. Sometimes we jump to conclusions, too much in week one, whether they played really well or whether a team played kind of struggled, and we jump to conclusions. I like to jump conclusions with the Eagles because they didn't play too good and they won. But Jalen Hurts had 2 interceptions and 2 lost fumbles, and they still won. That's an issue. Their tush push didn't work. Every time they did the tush push in the last year or two, it always worked. And it didn't work this time twice. So AFC, what are you looking at? We're probably going to say Kansas City, and then who's your other 2 teams out of the AFC right now? Just coming out of week 1.
Kansas City, Pittsburgh.
Really, Pittsburgh?
I
wouldn't say Miami.
Miami, then Pittsburgh. Then Pittsburgh.
I would put Buffalo in there. They looked pretty good without Diggs. They struggled early, but they came back and won that game. Josh Allen had to do quite a bit.
Yeah, you're right.
So let's look it up. Do you want to talk about Deion, or you want to move on to go to NFL? Because we missed that in the college.
We get Deion real quick. That's cool, bro.
Okay, what you had a kind of a.
We get Deion.
Okay, obviously the Colorado Buffaloes a lot of hype last season and this season, and they've struggled mightily.
They're struggling.
And then you mentioned something about Shador leaving those guys or something. You want to explain that situation?
So, man, the thing I identified Saturday night was Shador left for like 2 or 3 minutes on the clock, just walked in the locker room. Left his guys out there. But the thing that we understand about Colorado is they don't have an offensive line or the defensive line. Deion Sanders came in, revamped the entire organization. They're not blocking. So, of course, if I'm Nebraska, I'm the defense. I can pick your ass apart because all you're doing is throwing the ball. You have no run game. All you're doing is throwing the ball. And it's like Deion Sanders is okay with that. Then Shador Sanders walk out. Then when Colorado scores, they want to play Shador Sanders song and I want to play the school fight song. It's foolishness. Like I told you earlier.
That's Sanders, weird. That's weird.
Deion Sanders days are numbered at Colorado. This is it for Deion Sanders. He will not be coming back next year.
He's not coming back. You're saying that right now.
Shador
will not be back next
year.
Right
now, son. Shador
really?
Shador going pro. Okay. Travis Hunter going pro.
Okay.
And he gonna figure out a place where his son Shiloh can go somewhere and play. Shiloh hurt. Shiloh out for 3-4 weeks. Case closed.
So what if Colorado rattles off 9 wins and goes to 10-2? You think he's still done?
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Bullshit. That's bullshit. I know you don't believe that.
But the scenario you're saying he's gone.
And you my friend.
You could have said bull sugar.
If was Flo, if was a fifth, we'll all be drunk.
But what I'm saying is, you're saying he's done for sure. But what I'm saying is if he rattles off and gets a 10-9 season,
Flo, once Shador leaves, once Travis Hunter leaves, and once Shiloh leaves, what does he got to play for? What are he doing?
You think he
didn't brought all the money to Boulder?
He's just doing it for his sons. What do you think Deion's looking for?
Elias a field goal kick.
What is he looking for then? Is he just doing this for his sons? Is he looking to go to a bigger college program? Is he looking to go to NFL? What's that?
Deion Sanders won't make it to the NFL. He won't make it. He barely making it. He really not even making it in college. He's not even making it in college.
But what I'm saying is, Canteen,
let me ask you this.
He's just doing this for his kids.
If Deion Sanders coached the way he coached for his kids, but Flo, if he coached the way he coached, could he go to the SEC right now? Hell no.
Oh man. Okay,
You
that's
quiet.
fair. Okay, all right.
ACC,
So let us know what you think.
SEC, ACC.
Go ahead.
Deion
I mean, they got
Sanders gonna
Colorado
coach
State
right
coming
now.
up. Are they going to beat Colorado State coming up? It was close last year.
They're gonna lose. They're gonna lose Colorado State too.
They can lose that game too.
This what they gonna get their brains.
Everybody's giving up on
This
Deion
what they
now.
gonna get their brains beat out there. This what they gonna get exposed right here, son. You'll see.
Colorado State, they're getting exposed. Exposed. Remember that was our word last year, Canteen. We said everybody's getting exposed.
Mm-hmm.
That was our word last year. Anyway, all right. So, what games do you want to look at for next week? Got some big NFL games. You want me to just bring some up and then you can just comment? We got a big game.
All right, man. So when we look at NFL for
let's look at Thursday because that's a big game coming up.
Thursday night.
Bills and the Dolphins. Dolphins are up 1.5 point favorites. How do you see this game shaping up?
The Dolphins win, man. The Dolphins win. I think the Dolphins will make a solid statement, man. The Bills got to catch up. I like the Dolphins on Thursday night.
So is it a close game or you see them kind of pulling away?
Dolphins by 3.
Dolphins by 3?
By 3.
Okay, that's fair.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is probably my pick.
All right.
I have the Dolphins going. Let me see what I got them. I got them going 11-6 and being the third place team in the AFC. So I'm gonna have to get them a few wins. So I think the Dolphins. I think you're right. I think the Dolphins win this game. It'd be close, like you said, 3-point game. That sounds about right. Tua, I think will start getting exposed as the season goes along a little bit. He's got a lot of weapons, right? He's almost like Purdy, right? He's got a lot of weapons around him. With Tyreek and Waddle, and he's got A-Chain, that young running back. I think he's got Mostert. He's got a lot of weapons on the offense. And Mike McDonald. Is Mike McDonald the coach? He's pretty good at scheming them up. And they're playing in Miami. I like them there. I think the Bills will make it competitive, though. Over under is 49, 25. I think it'll go. I take the over on that game. I think it'll be like 30 to 20. Well, it'd have to be at least 20, 30 and 20. So I say it would be something like 30 to 26, 30 to 26, something like that. But I like the Dolphins win this game. Any other games that stick out to you? I can go through and give you a couple, but you got one right on top of your head?
Saints Cowboys, man.
Okay, Saints Cowboys. Both these teams have good games. Cowboys are 6.5 point favorites. Their first home game. What you see here with the Saints Cowboys? What do you like here?
Dallas gonna walk the dog on their ass. Dallas gonna walk the dog on their ass.
That's a lie. That's my son-in-law's team. Hey, so fun fact, Canteen.
AT&T. A lie.
AT&T. Hey, so fun fact on this, Canteen, for this game. So not everybody knows this, but my daughter is married to, of course, he's my son-in-law, but my daughter and Elias made a kind of a side bet. Whoever wins this game is who their baby's going to be root for when they grow up. So this is a lot riding on this. So my grandson is going to either be a Cowboy fan or a Saints fan, depending on this game. So I told him whoever had the best record. I don't know what they ended up saying after all, but that right now there was a bet going on between them. Whoever wins this game. So the Cowboys have to win this game. I'm telling you right now, they have to win this game because I can't have my grandson wearing Saints stuff for the rest of his life. But anyway, yeah, so this is a good game. Hey. You got them mollywopping them. I think it'll be competitive.
Cowboys by 14. Cowboys by 14.
And don't jinx us, man.
Every time you tell them to drink you, my stuff end up being right.
What happened? What happened to your Falcons by 14?
Man,
or by 10 or
gotta
something?
talk
I don't
about
know what you said.
next, man. Come on.
I'm just saying what happened. All right, so yeah, I like my Cowboys. I'm gonna say a touchdown. I'm gonna be conservative. They cover the spread. Cowboys by a touchdown.
Yeah.
Saints look pretty good. This is the best Derek Carr's looked in a long time. Are you watching it? Are you watching the debate? You can record it, man. We'll be done in a minute.
We'll be done in a minute. I gotta see Trump.
Oh, okay. Oh, you got the hat on. What in the world? I didn't even notice the hat. Okay. Okay, all right. I like it.
I do my homework, Flo. You gotta read.
Yeah, you gotta read, man. Do your homework. All right, we'll look at one or two more games. What's another game that looks good to you? The Bucks and the Lions. I think that's going to be a good game. And then we got the Bengals and the Chiefs. Which one you want to hit? Plus, your Falcons are playing the Eagles. I don't know if you want to hit that one. What do you think? Bucks and the Lions.
Let's hit the Bengals Chiefs game.
Okay,
the Bengals Chiefs game gonna be tight, man. I think
Chiefs are 6-point favorites there.
I think what's they gonna put?
And the Bengals look terrible.
I think Jake Burrow and the guys gonna put some out there.
Really?
They look bad week 1, man.
They looked horrible.
Yeah.
I think they lose this game. I think it's not even close. I think it's a 10-point win, and it's not even that close. The Bengals usually play the Chiefs. Joe Burrow usually plays the Chiefs good, and they kind of need this. They don't want to go down 0-2, but they seem like every year they're 0-2 to start the season, and then they make the playoffs. So I don't know. I feel like the Chiefs have a better offense right now. They're starting to come around. I like that kid Xavier Worthy. I like Rashee Rice, and I think that the Chiefs are going to win this at home. I think it'll be competitive for most of the game. I think the Chiefs pull away and they make it a 10-point win against the Bengals. All right, then we got the Bucks and the Lions. Bucks looked good. Baker had like 3 touchdowns. Lions are 7-point favorites at home. What do you like here?
Man, Lions gonna thrash them boys, man.
For real?
Lions gonna thrash them boys, Flo. You know that?
Wow.
He said money.
Okay. All right. If you say so.
Thrash.
Yeah, thrash them. Okay. All right. So I think the Bucks are gonna give them a run for their money. I think for me, Canteen.
Lions by 6. Lions by 6.
Okay. That's fair. And I think Jared Goff to me has an expiration date. I think he has an expiration date. Last year was his year. They had the 49ers down and out. That was their time to win. They could have won that game and gone to the Super Bowl. I think the Lions, that was kind of, I just don't trust Jared Goff long term. I think he's going to continue to falter. He's going to continue to struggle. He'll be okay. He's not going to be a terrible quarterback. He'll still be solid, but he's not going to be as good as he was last year. He's going to struggle a little more. I got the Bucks winning this game by 3.
Right.
I think the Bucks might pull this one out. Yeah. You want to go with the Falcons Eagles? We'll finish up with the Falcons Eagles.
And now we'll call that Sunday night. We'll call that one Sunday night, bro.
Is that Sunday? Oh, that's Monday night, right? Okay. What about Steelers Broncos? We got to talk about the Broncos. We got to talk about the Broncos, man. Jake's team. What do you like there? Broncos are 3-point underdogs. Steelers are favored on the road against the great
I'm going Steelers,
mighty Denver.
I'm going Steelers.
Okay. What do you like?
Will be 0-2 Sunday. Let's do it.
0-2. That'd be the greatest thing.
When they 0-2.
0-2. That'd be so funny. That'd be the best Sunday show. Remember, we got the Sunday Surge every Sunday on the Let's Talk Sports Network. Come catch us. We wrap up all your Sunday action. We're going to preview Sunday Night Football, which will be the Bears and the Texans. And we'll talk about the Falcons and the Eagles coming up next on Sundays at, what time is it? At 6? 6:30. 6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern,
Yeah.
5:30 Mountain Time, 5:30, 5:35. We're trying to come on as the last games are finishing for the afternoon. Try to get about an hour before the Sunday Night Football. Check us out on Let's Talk Sport Network, exclusively on that network. I'm gonna try and share it on our page. It will be exclusively look up Let's Talk Sports Network on YouTube and on X, and we're gonna try and get that done. The new show, the Sunday Surge, where we recap all our Sunday action. Check us out. All right, Ken. What do you think? Yeah, just me and you, the OGs. The OGs.
Hey, good run, baby. Good run.
Running and running. Hey, you know, we got so used to making fun of Jake. We're just missing a little something. Jake brings a little comic relief to the show. This is a little more serious analysis.
Music, man.
What's that?
Play Jake music, man.
Jake music?
Play Jake song, man.
Let me play Jake's song. All right, this is for Jake out there. Wherever you are, the Bronco lover, Jake Montoya. We love you, Jake. The Bronco lover. Can't wait for your Broncos to be 0-2. 0-2. If they go 0-2, man, that's going to be funny.
I'm going to be that right here.
Well, you know what? If they win, Jake's going to be horrible. He's going to be unbearable if they win. You know that, right? Jake's going to come after us. Hey, what do you bet? Hey, if they lose, he don't. If they lose, he don't show up to the show. What do you think? He has some excuse that he's got to work late. If they win, he'll be there. By hook or crook, as they say, by hook or crook, Jake's gonna be there, even if he's in his Frito-Lay workshop on his phone. He's gonna be there if they win. By hook or by crook, Jake will make the show if the Broncos win. All right, man. Appreciate you. Go and check us out on the Facebook group. Go sign up over there. Sign up on YouTube. YouTube's all videos, all shows that we do. Facebook, we have a lot of posts that we put up there, a lot of trash talk, a lot of things we talk about on the Facebook group. Go over there, check us out on The Bottom Line Sports, The Bottom Line Sports on all your platforms. Appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. We'll see you next time. Peace out.
That can be used to help build not only the kingdom of God.
Oh, there it goes. All right. See ya. You gonna hang out for a minute? You gonna hang?
Yeah, I hang out for you, man. Yeah.
I'll see you in a minute. Man. All right. Hey, go check out the debate. I heard it's pretty good.
Yeah.
We're recording it. We'll see you in a minute. I know. We're gonna see this debate. Hey, tell us what you think. If you're watching the debate and you come watch, if you're watching the debate, you probably didn't see us. That's okay. Hey, we'll see you next time on the Bottom Line Sports. Peace out.